You've been taught to ignore pain, to mask it, to push through it. But what if pain isn't your enemy? What if it's your body's most intelligent alarm system, screaming for change, for balance, for healing? Light bulb in this powerful talk, Dr. Berg DC breaks down the hidden language of pain your body uses to reveal nutritional gaps, posture problems, and stress overload. Rocket, it's time to stop chasing symptoms and start decoding the truth behind every ache. Reclaim your health, reprogram your habits, and conquer your body's limits once and for all. Collision pain is communication, not punishment. Your body doesn't create pain to hurt you. It creates pain to warn you. Learn to listen before it screams louder. Every signal has a message about imbalance, inflammation, or deficiency. You know, most people think pain is just something bad happening to them, something to silence, something to fight. But what if pain isn't your enemy at all? What if it's your body's most advanced communication system, one that's been trying to get your attention for years? Pain is not a punishment, it's feedback. It's your body saying, hey, something's off, look closer. Think about it this way. If your car dashboard lights up with a warning signal, you don't smash the light, you check under the hood. Pain works exactly the same way. When your lower back aches, your head throbs, or your joints tighten, your body is flashing that same warning light. It's pointing you toward the real problem, whether that's inflammation, poor posture, stress overload, or nutritional imbalance. But here's where most people go wrong. They treat pain like the problem itself. They pop a pill, apply a cream, or just push through it, and sure, it might dull the discomfort temporarily. But when you silence the message without addressing the source, you're essentially ignoring the body's intelligence. That pain signal doesn't disappear. It just moves deeper until it shows up somewhere else, stronger, louder, and harder to ignore. Pain is one of the few signals that can't be faked. Your body doesn't make mistakes. It's constantly scanning, adjusting, and communicating. When you start viewing pain as a conversation, not a curse, everything changes. You begin to ask better questions. Why is this happening? What is my body trying to tell me? Maybe it's your diet, maybe it's stress, maybe it's a simple posture correction away from relief. And here's the truth. When you start listening to your body, it starts trusting you back. The moment you align with what it's asking for, rest, nutrients, movement, or detox, healing begins naturally. You don't have to force it, you just have to stop fighting the messenger and start decoding the message. The hidden root causes behind common aches, neck stiffness, back pain, or joint soreness aren't random. Discover the nutritional, hormonal, and lifestyle triggers, like insulin resistance, inflammation, or stress, that fuel these silent alarms. Let's go a little deeper. When people talk about pain, they often describe it like it just appeared out of nowhere, as if their body suddenly decided to turn on them. But pain rarely shows up without a reason. It's not random, it's not bad luck, and it's definitely not just about getting older. Every ache, every tight muscle, every stabbing or burning sensation is a signal with a story behind it. Take back pain, for example. Most assume it's just from lifting something heavy or sitting too long. But what if it's connected to something deeper, like chronic inflammation from too much sugar, or tight hip flexors from sitting all day, or even stress hormones keeping your muscles locked in tension mode? When you understand that pain has root causes, physical, chemical, and emotional, that's when you start cracking the real code. Pain in your neck and shoulders, that's not just poor posture. It can be your body's reaction to adrenal fatigue, where stress hormones are constantly firing and your muscles never fully relax. Headaches, they might be less about dehydration and more about insulin spikes. tension in the cervical spine, or even nutrient deficiencies. Joint pain, often it's inflammation triggered by hidden food sensitivities like refined carbs or seed oils. Your body is a feedback system. When it hurts, it's giving you data. If you only focus on the site of pain, you'll miss the source of pain. And most of the time, the real issue is somewhere else. A knee that hurts might actually be reacting to a weak hip or a tight ankle. A burning in your hands might be connected to a vitamin B deficiency or nerve inflammation caused by elevated blood sugar. What's powerful is that once you start to connect these dots, pain becomes less of a mystery. You stop fearing it and start investigating it. You can make small changes in diet, movement, sleep, or stress management, and suddenly the signal quiets down. The body isn't asking for a pill. It's asking for attention, balance, and correction. Nutrient deficiencies that speak through pain, low magnesium, potassium, or B vitamins often manifest as cramps, tightness, or nerve pain. Understand how small deficiencies create major discomfort and how to correct them naturally. Now, let's talk about something most people completely overlook: nutrient deficiencies. When your body doesn't get what it needs, it starts to communicate in subtle ways at first. You might feel a little stiff in the morning, a cramp here, a twitch there, maybe even tingling or tightness that comes and goes. Most people ignore these early warnings or chalk them up to just getting older. But these are not random sensations. They're messages, your body trying to tell you it's running low on the raw materials it needs to function smoothly. Pain in many cases is a nutritional signal. Take magnesium, for example. It's one of the most powerful minerals for muscle relaxation, nerve function, and energy production. Yet most people are deficient in it. When you don't have enough magnesium, your muscles tighten, your nerves fire incorrectly, and you get cramps or spasms, especially at night. The same goes for potassium. Without it, your muscles can't contract and relax properly, and that imbalance can lead to soreness, fatigue, or even joint discomfort that feels like structural pain when it's really biochemical. B vitamins play another critical role. A lack of B1, B6, or B12 can cause nerve irritation, burning sensations, or even shooting pains that mimic more serious conditions. Your body isn't breaking down. It's simply asking for fuel in the form of real nutrients. But when diets are high in refined carbs and low in whole foods, it's like trying to drive a car with no oil. Friction builds up, and eventually something starts to hurt. Here's the thing: your body is incredibly intelligent. It's designed to heal when it has the right tools. If you start supplying those missing nutrients through real food, not just supplements, you'll be amazed at how fast your body quiets those pain signals. Magnesium, rich greens, potassium, loaded avocados, vitamin B from animal proteins, these are not just healthy options. They are the building blocks that keep your nervous system calm and your muscles pain-free. Inflammation, the fire you don't see most chronic pain, is inflammation in disguise. Explore how sugar, processed oils, and hidden toxins ignite it, and how to put out that internal fire with smart food and lifestyle changes. There's a kind of pain that doesn't come from a pulled muscle or a pinched nerve. It comes from something much deeper. It's that dull, aching, persistent discomfort that just won't go away. That's inflammation. And here's the thing most people don't realize. Inflammation isn't just a health buzzword. It's a biological fire. It's your immune system working overtime, trying to protect you from something it perceives as a threat. But when that fire never goes out, it starts burning you from the inside. Inflammation is behind so many chronic pain conditions: joint pain, back pain, headaches, even nerve discomfort. And yet, we rarely connect the dots. We're so used to thinking the pain is mechanical when often it's chemical. You might feel that ache in your shoulder or your knees, but the real cause might be what's happening in your bloodstream, not your joints. The foods you eat, the toxins you're exposed to, the stress you carry, all of these can trigger inflammation and keep it smoldering. Sugar is one of the biggest culprits. It spikes insulin, drives oxidative stress, and inflames your tissues from the inside out. Processed vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and canola add fuel to that fire, creating stiffness and swelling that no painkiller can truly fix. Add in chronic stress, poor sleep, and constant exposure to chemicals or allergens, and your body stays locked in fight mode. You can stretch, ice, or massage all you want, but as long as inflammation is present, the pain will always come back. Here's the good news: inflammation is reversible. When you clean up your diet, cutting down sugar, processed foods, and refined oils, your body starts cooling that internal fire. When you add in anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, fatty fish, olive oil, and turmeric, you're not just eating better, you're healing. Your body knows exactly how to restore balance once you stop feeding the flames. So when pain lingers, don't just ask what's hurting, ask what's burning. Inflammation is a signal that your body needs peace, not punishment. Posture, movement, and muscle intelligence. Your posture tells your body's pain story. Learn how poor alignment and sedentary habits distort muscle balance, compress nerves, and send constant distress signals to your brain. Most people don't realize that pain often starts long before it's ever felt. It builds quietly in how you sit, how you stand, how you move, and even how you breathe. Your body is designed for motion, yet most of us spend the majority of our day sitting, shoulders rounded, hips tight, neck bent forward over a screen. Over time, your muscles begin to adapt to these positions. The ones in the front shorten, the ones in the back weaken, and before you know it, your body's alignment is completely thrown off balance. That imbalance becomes tension, and tension eventually becomes pain. Your posture is like your body's operating system. When it's aligned, every nerve, joint, and muscle communicates effortlessly, but when it's off, those same systems start sending distress signals. That ache in your neck or the stiffness in your lower back, that's your body saying, we're out of alignment. It's not just about standing up straight. It's about retraining your body to move the way it was designed to, with strength, stability, and symmetry. Think about this. Your spine is meant to support your entire nervous system. Every time you slouch or tilt your pelvis out of position, you're putting subtle pressure on those nerves. Over days and months, that compression creates inflammation, restricted movement, and eventually pain that feels random but isn't. Even something as small as how you hold your phone or carry your bag can shift your body's equilibrium. The good news is that posture and movement are within your control. Small adjustments, standing tall, strengthening your core, stretching tight muscles, can completely change how your body feels. Movement isn't just exercise, it's therapy. When you move well, you're teaching your muscles how to cooperate again. You're reawakening the communication between your brain and body. Your body remembers everything, every habit, every imbalance, every repetitive motion. But it also remembers healing. When you start aligning your posture, activating your muscles, and moving with awareness, your pain doesn't just fade, your entire system reboots. Reprogram, your body's healing system. Pain fades when you restore cellular energy, detoxify naturally, and align nutrition with movement. It's not about numbing the pain, it's about decoding it and empowering your body to heal from within. When you start to understand what pain really is, communication, not punishment, something powerful happens. You realize your body isn't broken, it's simply asking for the right conditions to heal. The body is a self-repairing system. Every cell, every organ, every tissue is designed to regenerate when you remove the obstacles and give it what it needs. The problem is, most people are constantly fighting against their body instead of working with it. They numb the pain, ignore the warning signs, and push through exhaustion, all while the body is quietly trying to restore balance. Healing doesn't happen by accident. It happens when your body has enough energy to rebuild and reset. That energy comes from clean nutrition, deep sleep, stress reduction, and natural movement. When you support these fundamentals, you start reprogramming your body's healing system from the inside out. Your hormones begin to stabilize, inflammation starts to drop, circulation improves, and suddenly that pain you've been chasing for months begins to fade on its own. But here's what's fascinating. The body doesn't just heal physically, it heals intelligently. When you feed it the right nutrients, move it with purpose, and allow it time to rest, it recalibrates. Pain is replaced by awareness. Fatigue is replaced by energy. The body shifts from survival mode to healing mode. And that shift doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency. It's not about adding more to your routine. It's about removing what's blocking your body's natural intelligence. Cut down the inflammatory foods. Let go of constant stress. Get sunlight, hydrate, and sleep deeply. Each small step signals to your body that it's safe to heal. And once the body feels safe, it performs miracles. Your body isn't your opponent, it's your most loyal ally. It's been protecting you, warning you, and waiting for your cooperation all along. You just have to listen, respond, and trust the process. Pain is not a punishment, it's a message. Every ache, every twinge, every signal your body sends is part of a bigger conversation about balance, health, and awareness. When you finally stop fighting pain and start decoding it, you uncover what your body has been trying to tell you all along: how to heal, how to move, how to live in alignment. This isn't about masking discomfort, it's about mastering it. Listen closely, act intentionally, and your body will respond with strength, clarity, and energy. Because when you understand your pain, you unlock your power to heal,